Hello guys and welcome. I'm taking the time today to sit down and talk to one of our new qualified players for the 4th season of the North American Star League. It's Beasty of Team Empire, one of the strongest European Terrans that there ever was.
Ever been.
Ever will be. How are you, Beasty? Thanks for sitting down with me today.
Pretty good. Pretty hot day here in California. Having fun with you in the NASL studio. Good so far.
So at what point in your life did you really start getting big time into being a gamer? I mean, you said you played PC games and, you know, all that stuff as a kid, but at what point did you say, hey, I really enjoy this and I want to do this more than just as a hobby?
I actually started playing video games when I was 4. PC games, since my dad works with PCs, and so I always had like the new game, the new things that come out. So I always played games, and usually every time I play an online game, when I reach my top level, I just quit playing. I get bored. And even when StarCraft came out, I didn't even plan to play it. My friend made me, and I started off with team games, and it just kept going. I started 1v1s for fun. And even when I got invited to my first team, which wasn't a professional team, it was just for fun, I never aimed to be a professional gamer. It just, things like that just happen. I think you just keep playing, and if you're good enough, you'll get a good team and good support from your team. So
what has made you continue to be interested in StarCraft 2?
In other games, I felt like being one of the best or the best was pretty easy. And in StarCraft, that goal can never be reached. You can be a best player for one day. So just trying to become the best player is what I think a lot of players keep playing StarCraft 2. And that's the competitive side of it. It's like, even if you're best, you can have a bad day, you can lose, then the next day you want to improve more. So that doesn't happen again. What
was your first StarCraft 2 competition? The first time you sat down and said, hey, I want to try to play in this tournament?
I actually played tournaments for maybe 4 or 5 months before I actually got to even quarterfinals. And I remember my first goal was finishing the first round, which at that time, like, brackets were from 4,000 players. So my goal at first was finishing 1 round. Then when I finished that, the second week I went for the second round. And I actually remember my first tournament win. It was versus Phoenix. It was in finals of some tournament, and I managed to win 3-2. And like the feeling when you win something for the first time. And at that time I was an unknown player, and he was kind of famous.
Phoenix is the South American Terran player.
Yes, and at that time he was winning a lot of tournaments, so when I actually beat him, I felt really good, and I think at that point I decided to start competing a lot more, and I think that was about time when I joined Team Empire.
Now, you've qualified for the 4th season of the North American Star League. It was a tough qualifier. Players like Dong Regu, for instance, played in that particular event. What was that like? How did it feel to sort of reach that goal?
I enjoy playing Korean players. I don't feel intimidating when playing them. I like competition. I like playing the harder opponents as possible. So in that qualifier, it was basically filled with Koreans. But it's a pretty good feeling when you have a bracket with over 20 Koreans and you manage to win the qualifier. It's always a good thing. And I'm really happy for qualifying into NASL.
How hard are these next 9 weeks going to be?
I think since I'm soon back in Europe, I might have problems with lag playing on NA versus Koreans. But I expect to win all my matches versus North Americans and Europeans. Because I will be preparing for every match. I won't just show up 10 minutes before and just play. I'll make sure and try to win all the matches.
Are you excited to go back to Serbia?
I actually am. This is the longest time I've been away from home. I think it's soon to be 5 months, and yeah, I'm just really excited to go home, just eat the home food, Serbian food that I'm used to, and just seeing all my family and all my friends.
All right, Beasty. Well, good luck in Season 4 of the North American Star League. You're a very talented player. You're a great guy. I've enjoyed the time I've spent with you. So thanks again for sitting down with us, and we'll see you later, man.
Thank you.